What's up, my friend? Welcome to another Yoga for Dancers class. Thanks for joining me today. What you're gonna need for today's Yoga for Dancers legs class is gonna be just your mat and some kind of ball. I've got this nice acupressure spiky ball. So if you got one of those, grab one. But if you just have a regular tennis ball or therapy ball, that's totally fine. Just something that we can wake the feet up with. So go ahead and grab that and start rolling out your right foot, okay? What we are practicing today is gonna be all about standing leg strength, balance, leg flexibility, stretch down those hammies and those quads and your calves and all of that and your hips. But most importantly is working on really using our muscles to support us, to give us that length and that strength and balance, rather than sinking into or locking into our joints. So there's gonna be a lot of awareness brought to what our knees are doing and how we're working these surrounding muscles and your glutes to support you. Also to make sure that you aren't sinking into the hip socket or the hip joint. So especially if you are one of my hypermobile dancers, this class is going to be especially great for you to just bring new awareness to all those muscles so that we don't, so that we can get out of the habit of locking into these knees, right? So instead of sending our weight back into our heels and kind of pressing that knee into that hyperextend position, we're going to be practicing a lot of pressing down and lifting up instead. So instead of pressing back and being balance, pressing back, you want to balance to press down and see, no more hyperextension, really strong, working from the glute all the way down, spiraling down the leg, pressing into the floor, making sure that we're not rolling in on our arches or out, but that our weight is nice and centered, toes spread on the floor, length, lifting out of the hips, squeezing glute. Oh, so lots to think about today. Go ahead and start rolling out that other foot. So I really want you guys to also focus today on really using the booty. The booty gets left out a lot and we can tend to just make our quads do all the work. And we really want to distribute some of that time under tension to the back of the body. So the glutes and the hamstrings. What tends to happen a lot is that dancers will overuse their quads and their calf muscles and underuse their glutes, hamstrings, and front of the leg, kind of shin and top of the feet muscle. So we're gonna be really working to counterbalance that today so that you have amazing balance, your joints are gonna be healthy and happy, and great mobility. So we're working strength and flexibility today. This is going to be quite a challenging class with a lot of challenging poses. So please just listen to your body and remember we want to prioritize quality over quantity. So don't let go of the form just to try and force your body into a position that it's not ready for. Instead, just breathe wherever you're at and just slowly let your body tell you when to go further or when to push back. And please just listen to your bodies and know that the only person that you are in competition with is who you were yesterday. So don't worry about if you look the same as me or not, just take care of your body. Let's kick that ball aside, grab a sip of water, and let's get started. All right, so meet me down on your back. Just taking a Shavasana real quick. We're gonna just ground into the body. It's all about grounding and balance and how well we can stabilize. So let's ground in, get into the body. Taking a deep, full inhale through the nose and exhale with a sigh. Just let the day roll off of you. Taking a moment of gratitude to yourself for making the effort of showing up on your mat today, and just know that you are a badass. Inhaling, stretching the arms up overhead, point your toes, get nice and long. And exhale, hug the knees in. chest, give yourself a squeeze, give your back a little massage on the floor, relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Bring the arms out to the side. You're gonna cross that right leg over the left, so taking a little eagle pose with your legs here and then letting those fall to the left, taking a twist here. And opening up through the right shoulder, trying to get both shoulders on the ground. Inhale. And exhale back to the center, uncross, and then do left leg on top. Let it fall to the right side. Getting that openness through the left shoulder, so make sure your palm is facing up towards the ceiling. And beautiful, exhale back to the center. Take the knees out to the side, just hold them in your elbows and then fall open here. Not quite a happy baby, just getting a little openness through the hips. And circle the ankles here. Beautiful. All right, placing those feet on the floor. Make sure you can just brush the back of the heels with your fingertips. Hands on the ground, walk those shoulder blades down the back. Tailbone is the first thing to roll up into a bridge, okay? So in bridge, you want to make sure that you're not dropping through the low back here. You want to have a tuck in the pelvis, core in, ribs in, and let's drop for 15 glute bridges. 15, squeeze, feel your glutes, give them a poke, make sure they're on, squeeze. And 10, 9, 8, keep your knees parallel, 7, 6, 5, make sure your glutes are working evenly, 3, 2, 1, hold, lift in the air, walk your feet together, and lift your left leg off. We're gonna do single leg, drop for 10, 9, try to just work from the leg, relax the shoulders, 7, 6, keep that tuck in the pelvis, 5, 4, waking up those glutes, 2, 1, hold, switching sides, find that tuck of the pelvis again, pull the core in, ribs in, squeeze the booty, hands down, right leg off, and let's drop, 10, squeeze, booty, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower that leg and roll back down, tailbone lands last. Beautiful, rocking back and rocking up, bringing your feet out in front of you. So what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna bring the feet together as close as you can, rolling through, but I want you to keep your ankles on the floor. So if you're hypermobile, you tend to do this, lock into your knee to lift that ankle off the ground. Keep the heels on the ground and try and keep the big toe knuckles together. All right, so let's roll through, curl, roll back, keeping those heels on the floor. So we're really activating these shin muscles here, and you'll notice it's way harder to lock into your knees, okay? So we're gonna do 10 of these, sitting up nice and tall. Roll through, point, curl back, flex, keep those heels on the floor. That's 1, 2, drop those shoulders, relax, 3, 4, work at the top of the feet, 5, really like you're making a fist with your feet, 6, keep those toes together, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is what I want you to think about when we are standing, because we're gonna have our feet in a flexed position when we stand. I want you to think about not just locking into the knees to get your heels off the floor like you would here, but really finding that micro bend in the knees to have a little more activation through the front of the legs. Okay, my friends? Oh, wiggle your toes, wake them up. And let's cross the legs coming forward onto your tabletop. Tuck your toes now. Getting a little stretch through them. Then we're gonna do a cat-cow here. So round, exhale, pull the belly in, chin to chest. Inhale, heart shines forward, open through the throat. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch, shoulders away from the ears. One more inhale. Exhale, lift those hips up and back, downward dog. And walking out through the legs, shake the head no. Beautiful. So as you're walking out here, make sure that your ankles are nice and stable, that you're not letting them fall in. You're not rolling in or out on the arches. Inhale the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bring it forward, step it to the outside of that right hand. Nice strong legs here. We're not opening and sinking through the hips. We're going up, squaring off the hips, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, right arm up, opening through the shoulders. Exhale, twist, elbow to the floor. Inhale up. Twist. Squeezing through the glutes, draw that right hip back, left hip forward. Supporting your pelvis, supporting your sacrum. Twist. 3, 2, 1. Hands down, stepping back to a plank, long spine, core in, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Tuck the toes, core in, hips back, down dog. Shake the head out, no. Inhale the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, use your core to step it forwards. Squaring off the hips. So from here to squeezing glutes, twist. Exhale, drop. Really mobilizing the upper spine. Opening across the collarbones, twist. 1, hand down, step it back to a plank, pull the belly in, exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Tuck the toes, down dog. Shake the head out now. Lift that right leg up to the sky. Exhale, core in as you step it forward in between the hands. Coming into a nice lunge. So here, melting your toes into the floor, making sure that your weight is evenly distributed in the foot, not rolling in or out, squaring off the hips, really strong through the glutes, arms up, shoulders down. So let's find that neutral pelvis here where you're not arching and dumping into the back, you're not tucking either. So neutral pelvis here, and then straighten that leg back, trying to keep it neutral, core in. And bringing your hands down to your hips. What we're gonna do is do a little kiss of that back knee and straighten. So what I want you to think about here, instead of going into this and just locking into that knee and sending your weight back, as you come up, think about pressing through the ball of the foot, of this front foot, really pushing your toes into the floor and keeping that micro bend in the knee just a little bit. Think about lengthening rather than locking, okay? Let's do 10. Exhale, push. Keeping that neutral pelvis. Energy from that right glute going down that leg. 6. Lengthen. 4, 3, nice and strong, 2, 1, and come down. Good job, y'all. Take a moment to stretch here. All right, so what we're gonna do is work on our balance now. So coming back to that lunge, we're gonna drop, and now you're coming forward, lift onto that front leg, okay? Energy out through the back leg, energy down to the floor. So notice, I'm not doing this. See how I'm just sending my weight back and locking into that knee? I'm getting my weight right up on that foot and pressing into the floor to find length and really squeezing that glute to go press, lengthen, lengthen, lowering with control. So you're really working the back of the leg here. Your glutes and hamstrings should be working, all right? We're gonna take 8 of these, really slow, really mindful, quality over quantity. So find that lunge, drop, and press. Inhale, exhale up, exhale, squeeze. 5, 4, really get up on that standing leg. 3, squeeze that glute. 2, then press. 1, now hold it. Bring your hands out like this. And what we're gonna do, drop that bottom leg down. We're gonna fondue, tracking that knee forward. So it's not going like this or this, going straight over that leg. And what I want you to pay attention here is to really work from the glute and not just the calf. So it's easy to do this and not have the glute working at all. So I want you to squeeze, put the mind into the muscle, and join in when you're ready, okay? Shoulders down, and fondue, squeeze with the glute, and lifting that back leg off. Finding your balance and find a point on the floor before you to gaze out to focus on. 2, 3, squeeze that booty. 2, 1. Beautiful. Bring that foot behind the right leg and fold forward. Little cross-legged forward fold. And shake the head out. No. Relax. Alright, stepping back to a downward facing dog. Let's do that on the other side. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. And step it forward. Use your core to pull that knee in. Land softly. Squeeze the glutes. Draw the left hip back. Right hip forward. Square them off. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, shoulders down. So let's find that nice mount through the feet and find that neutral pelvis. So not here and not collapsed either. Find that neutral, nice strong core, tall spine, and then from there straighten that back leg, okay? So your glutes should be working here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the hips. We're going to just lightly tap and straighten. Remember, energy going to the front of the leg, activating the quads to pull up on the kneecap rather than just jamming back, okay? Let's do this. 10. Inhale, exhale. 9. 8, relax the shoulders. 7, 6, 5, 4, you got it. Really send that energy through the front of the leg. 3, squeeze the booty. 2, 1. All right, come down for a moment, y'all. So now we're gonna do that balance, lifting off, getting our weight over the full foot and pressing down to lift and find that length, okay? Inhale, exhale. So find that balance, think pressing down to lengthen up, energy out of that back leg, point the toe. Exhale. 8. Press, booty, 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 squeeze it. Maybe even bring your hand to your glute to really feel it work. 6, 5, 4, press down. 3, 2, 1. All right, bring your hands out to the side, fingertips on the head. Knee tracking forward as you mount, not forgetting about the back of the body here. All right, let's do it. Drop. And lift. Ooh, working that balance. Fondue. Working that booty. Ooh, and crossing the leg behind. Let's take a forward fold. So guys, if you're really putting your mind into the muscle and really working the glute and the knee tracking, ooh, you should be tired just after a few. So take a deep breath here. Exhale fully. That left leg out from above the front of the right and bring it into a little coupe here down at the bottom of the right leg. Hands on the floor. You're going to lift up onto your toes of that right foot as you extend the left leg up to the sky. So I'm going to relevate here. Now we're going to squat. We're going to curl into a ball, staying up on that toe, tucking that left leg behind. And then we're going to press back up. So through the whole leg, and again, not locking into the knee. Keep that little bit of a micro bend. Exhale around. It's called Kundalini squats. So let's do 8. Exhale, 7. 6. Look at that right knee. Lengthen, don't lock. 4. 3, squeeze that right glute, 2, 1, lower that heel down with control in one strong movement. You're gonna come up, onto that standing leg. From here, moving into an eagle pose. So wrapping that left leg around the right, bring your hands down to your heart center, relax the shoulders down and back, staying open through the front body, core in. Find your balance, squeeze that right glute. And let's tap that leg forwards, back, tap. Work that right glute. Balance, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And cross that leg forwards again, melt forwards. And bring that right leg to the coupe. Let's do the other side. So lifting up onto left toes. Extend that right leg, and now check in with that left knee. Make sure you're not locking. Make sure you're really lifting. And curl, squeeze the left glute. Exhale, lengthen. That's 8. Exhale, 7. Bring that forehead towards your knee. 6. 5. 4. 3, nice strong legs, squeeze the booty. 2, 1, hold, lower that heel with control. And in one strong motion, coming up. Balanced onto that left side, squeeze that left glute. Cross the right leg over. Drop down into eagle. Shoulders relaxed, but not dropping forward, staying open. Core in, squeeze that left glute, and we're gonna tap. Find that balance. Isolating that left side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And cross that leg over from the left. Take that forward fold. Shake the head out, no. Let the hands step the feet back for downward facing dog. And come down, go ahead and take a child's pose or take a quick sip of water. Alright, friends. Let's come come back up and all meet in a downward dog. And coming to the very back of your mat now, inhale that right leg up to the sky. Exhale, stepping it forward, use the core to bring it up between hands. Turn that back foot out, cartwheel those hands up. Nice warrior two, drop it nice and low. Energy out through that back leg, through that back edge of that foot. Coming forward, directing that knee forward, don't let it fall in. Squeeze the glute, and inhale. Exhale down. Inhale, squeeze, and again, you're not locking into the knee. Send that energy through the front of the foot, down into these toes. Activate the glutes. Press. Lengthen. Drop it nice and low, squeeze. And nice, coming down into a side angle here. Really stretching into that inner thigh. Use the glute to press that knee out. We're gonna walk the hands forward with that left leg pivot onto the heel and sink lower into that right side. So you may need to bring that foot a little more forward. I don't want to see this, you guys. It's so bad for your knee. Turn that foot out, toes up towards the ceiling, okay? Let's just take a moment here to breathe into those inner thighs. Replenishing the body with oxygen and releasing the carbon dioxide. Beautiful. From here, pivoting back into that side angle. Now, with that right shoulder, I want you to swoop it underneath that right knee. So coming nice and low. Bringing both hands to frame that foot. See if you can lift that foot off for a moment. If you can float, come to a plank. Fun little. So, if you're just trying to work on getting that shoulder underneath, don't do the plank lift. Just try to get it under. What we're gonna do, bring that back foot in. Reach that left arm forwards. Back a little bit. We're doing a little half moon variation here. So reaching that arm and coming forwards. Float that back leg off. Woo! All right, so we're trying to get that right arm around and bring it to the outside of that right foot. And then from here, if you've got this, great. If you are working on this, just keep working on it, even if that means you are just doing a half moon like this. Yeah. So from here, let's bend that top leg. We're gonna bend that knee. And instead of like this, you're really turning out. So really try and get that knee up towards the ceiling. See if you can reach that right hand and grab that foot. Breathe to stabilize. And then if you've got that, release that out, press that right arm into the right leg. And then bring that left leg around, rondegong forward into a forward fold. Keeping your right arm between the legs here. From here, guys, let's have some fun. Bending the knees. See if you can take a bind here. So reaching those arms back and binding around the right leg. All right? Really strong through this left leg now. Melting your toes on the floor. Slowly begin to pop up onto that right toe. Pull your core in, squeeze the glutes. Let's lift up. Whew. All right, so we are here. Yeah, finding that balance, squeezing the booty. From here, either just staying here or begin to work on straightening that leg. Boop, boop, boop. Bird of paradise. Whew. All right, so let's get this balance here. And then we're gonna bend that leg again. Release the bind, keep that leg up. Really strong through this left leg. I know it's burning. Reach back for that right foot. Extend into dancer. From here, really strong. We're gonna tip forwards, forwards, forwards. Woo! Let's try try that again. So if you fall out of it, don't even worry. Just get back up, keep going. So let's take that dancer. Inhale, find the balance, and dropping forwards, forwards, forwards. Bring that hand to the floor, stretch, and slowly release. Taking a forward fold. Shake the head out, no. Walk the heels out. And let's drop into a malasana here. Knees out, hands together. Woo! That was fun, wasn't it, y'all? So, we're gonna do the other side. And then we're gonna go back to this first side again, right? Because sometimes these things take a second time around to really get into the flow. And I wanna give you guys some extra time to practice, because this is so good for working on your balance and coordination, shifting your weight around, using your whole body to support you. Okay, so let's try that on the left side. Give that right side a break. Taking the downward dog. Remember, don't take yourself too seriously. These are just yoga poses, just crazy pretzel-y poses. You're just challenging your boundaries and your limits today. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, stepping forward in between the hands, pivot that back foot. Sweep the arms out, sink low. Energy out through the back arch. Energy forward through the front knee. And we're gonna squeeze up, really pressing into the floor. Don't walk into that knee, keep that little micro bend, keep pulling up on the kneecap. Exhale down. Inhale, press into the toes. Exhale, lower. Squeeze, working the glutes and the inner thigh. Ooh, yeah, see if you can drop it low, but also come back up. And coming down into a side angle here, stretching into that inner thigh. Opening up across the collarbones. And bring that hand down, let's walk forward, pivoting into this turned out low lunge, okay? So bring your leg forward, shorten the angle if you need to. Take a moment to breathe. You're doing so good. Tell your body, thank you. We got this. And let's pivot back to that side angle. So from here, swoop that left leg, left shoulder under the left leg. See if you can frame that foot with both hands and lift off into a plank. Lifting that toe off. Just a little boop, boop. Oh my gosh, okay, that's enough of that. And now getting that shoulder really under, like you're really trying to get this under here as much as possible, and bring that hand to the outside of that foot. Reach that right hand forward, walking forward, bringing your weight to, so as you come forward, your shoulder is gonna slide out from under that leg. And you're really more just wrapping the elbow and the hand around. And then you have your other hand on the floor. So lifting that right leg off, melt the left toes into the floor. And then relax your neck if you can. And breathe wherever you are. Good job. Woo! And let's bend that knee. So rotating, get that kneecap up towards the ceiling. Unwrap that left hand, reach it up towards that right foot, pressing the upper left arm into the inner left thigh. Ooh, and then if you have this, extending back out. Yes, and then let's run jump that leg around, coming to a forward fold, keeping that left hand through the center of the legs. Release that right arm, take the bind, bend the legs, grab onto the other hand, stabilize that right foot, okay? So melting the toes into the ground, begin to lift your chest up, come onto the toes, squeeze the gluteus, squeeze the core, pressing up, nice and tall. So, if this is where you are today, or even if this is where you are today, and you need to hold on to a chair, that is fine, okay? This is a hard pose, so let's just work with where we are. And if you're here, go ahead and straighten that leg. Try to keep those shoulders down, squeeze that right booty, and breathe. Good job. All right, so getting back. Let's release that leg. Right leg, you got it. And let's grab that inner arch, come into our dancer pose, breathe. And then tilting down to the floor, stretching, don't lock into that knee. Exhale, release. Forward fold, take your elbows, do a little sway. So, my friends, let's come down for a moment and talk about this. If your legs are burning by the time you get to that dancer pose, that's okay. Just take it down for a moment, breathe, catch your breath, and then get back into it. This is hard stuff. This is full body as well as a brain puzzle as well. So, we're gonna try. Lord! We're gonna try that sequence again on the right side, okay? So, breathe, center your awareness, center your attention. Take that downward dog. Right leg, inhale. Shake that leg out. And exhale, stepping it forwards. Turn that back foot out. We're just going right into it. So swoop that arm underneath. Reach that left arm forward. Walk your foot in. Find your balance and lifting up. Find your balance here. Evenly distribute your weight throughout that whole foot. And then squeeze that right glute more than you're squeezing the calf, okay? Relax that head if you can. And then let's bend that left knee, rotating, really getting that kneecap up towards the ceiling. Reach that right arm, find the foot. Oh yeah, stretching into that side body. Whew. Keep the balance, keep the breath. Inhale, expand energy through the fingertips, long neck. And then you're gonna ranjam that left leg forwards around into the forward fold. Take the bind, bend the legs, squeeze the booty, lift the core. All right, here we go. Bird of paradise, extend that leg if you have it. Y'all are doing so good. Bend the knee, release the arms. Reach back, dancer prep. Inhale. And from here, engage the core as you tilt down. Don't lock into that left knee. Squeeze the glutes. Tap the fingers to the floor. Expand, lengthen through the spine. Release with control. Forward fold. Good job. Let's step back to our down dog. Take it on the other side. You're doing so good. Take a breath, restabilize. You got this. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, stepping forwards. Turn out that back foot. Swoop the shoulder. Scoot back here. Walk that right hand forwards. Bring your weight into that left leg and lift the right leg off. Balance the weight evenly throughout the left leg. Squeeze the left glute. Try and relax the calf. Don't lock into the knee. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze that left glute. Find a place to focus on, to rest your gaze. And then bend that right knee, rotate from the hip, reach that left hand. Ooh, get your pretzel. And then release, expand, pull the core in, squeeze the glutes, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And lunge on that leg forwards. Forward fold. All right, taking the bind around the left leg. Bend, squeeze the glutes, core in, chest up, and press. Whew, all right, here we are, y'all. Find your balance. And then straighten that leg if you can. Ooh. Get out of there. Shoulders down, strong core. Breathe. And release the bind. Dancer prep. Expand. And tilt. Hands down. Extend. Don't lock into that leg. And release. Forward fold. Walk out through the legs. Good job, my friend. From here, let's take down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it forward and drop the back knee. Let's stretch it out. Inhale, lunge, open the heart. Exhale, straighten the leg, melt. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, melt. Now that leg is good and warm, but even here, don't lock into the knees. Still find a little bit of a micro bend and think about really drawing that right hip back and left hip forward and winging through that right foot. So no sickling and no locking. Let's take a moment here. So guys, one tip here if you're really trying to work on getting flexibility through the back of the leg is instead of rounding your spine and locking into your legs, prioritize straightening the spine, maybe even finding a little arch. So when you do that, it's going to put way more of a pull on the hamstring. And this, you can see how I have my leg bent and my back really flat, is going to give you more of a stretch through the muscle than this will. Even though my leg is straight, I'm mostly locking into the knee and rounding through the spine. So prioritize squaring off the hips and straightening the back more than straightening the leg, okay? Just trust me, especially if you're one of my hypermobile babes, this will really help you get that stretch into the muscle instead of just into the joint, okay? Breathing here. And then shifting forward, bring the hands to the inside of that foot. Let's bend that back knee, reach for the leg, and now squeeze the leg. So not just dumping into the hips here. You want to squeeze, square off the hips, tuck the pelvis, and then we can hopefully get the stretch more into the quad rather than just into the hip flexors and the hip joints. So not here, okay? Really integral through the hips. Squeezing glutes, ooh yeah, then you can really get that quad stretch. Beautiful, release that. Tuck the toe, lift the hips up, bring that leg forward, coming into a pigeon pose here, all right? So, hands off to the hips, we're gonna squeeze as we lengthen to lower, core in, core in. Exhale, squeeze the booty, lift up. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. So we're strengthening as we're stretching. And relax. Come on down for a moment. Breathing deep. And come all the way down onto your forehead if you want. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. And breathe into the low belly. Beautiful. Inhaling, coming up. And let's move into our splits on this right side. So even if you're just working on your half splits here, go as far as you can down, all right? Choose if you want to point Or flex the foot, but choose something. Be intentional here. Take a moment to breathe into the back of that leg. Relax the shoulders down, nice tall spine lifting up through the top of the head. Sending some gratitude to your amazing, beautiful, strong, capable body. Good job. All right, let's lift up, bringing that leg in and back. Take a cat-cow. Plugging the hands into the floor, tuck the toes, hips up and back. Shake the head out, no. And inhale that left leg up to the sky. Exhale, stepping forwards, drop that back knee. Lunging here, inhale, lifting through the heart. Exhale, mounting back, but never locking into the knees. Coming forwards. Exhale back. Inhale forwards. And exhale back. So let's take a moment here. Again, really squaring off, draw that left hip back. Little micro bend in the knee. Flatten out the back here, no rounding, okay? So even if that means that you're here to work on really getting that back straight, and then you want to work towards straightening the leg. And that will make sure that you're actually getting the stretch into the hamstring. So let's breathe here, making sure that you're winging this foot here. Breathing deep. And inhale to come forward, bring the hands to the inside of the foot. Engage the glutes, square off the hips, and then reach that hand back for the foot. And really finding a little bit of a tuck in the pelvis here. We're trying to get that stretch through this lower part of the leg rather than up here in the hips, okay? You got this. So it's more of like an active position than a passive just hanging out, okay? So we're really active here. Knees at a 90-degree angle. Lengthen through the spine. And gently release. All right, y'all, let's move into our splits. Dropping down as far as you can, letting your body tell you. Either pointing or flexing that front foot. And finding what feels good here. Sending your body some love, no matter where you're at today. Know that you are worthy, you are beautiful, you are enough. Make peace with your body, make friends with your body. It is your most beautiful, powerful instrument. Inhale, coming up. Now let's bring that other leg around. Coming on here, just wiggling out the legs. Let's just massage up and down. Just rubbing out the muscles and the fascia. Get the inner thighs, the outer thighs. Over the tops of the feet, and then get down the back of the legs. We worked a lot of these muscles here, from the big muscles like the quads and the hamstrings to all the little stabilizing muscles in the feet and the knees, and in that other leg. Beautiful. Let's bring the feet in together and take a butterfly stretch over here. Closing your eyes, breathing into the back of the body, down into the tailbone. And let's bring the hands behind us, coming down. So let the knees rock side to side, massaging out the booty here. And hugging the knees into the chest, taking a happy baby. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. And surrendering to gravity. Almost done. You did such a good job today. Beautiful. Let's straighten those legs up. And if you are at the wall, go ahead and turn towards it. Otherwise, make your way to a wall so that we can do legs up the wall as our Shavasana today. So good for soothing the whole nervous system, for bringing the heart rate down, and for replenishing and relieving these legs of all the hard work they just did. So closing your eyes, bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your stomach. We're going to do some nice gentle breath work to bring you into a calm, peaceful, easeful state. So do a full exhale. And then you're going to inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom. Inhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding at the top, feeling that fullness. And exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom, feel the emptiness. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom. Last time, inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let your breath return to normal. Keeping your eyes closed. And visualizing your legs, their strongest, most powerful, most long, lean, flexible version. Knowing that you are one step closer to that after this class. So welcoming in a quick recovery and adaptability of your muscles. Welcoming in new neuromuscular pathways and better body awareness. Welcoming in power and fluidity and dancing that looks effortless because you're so strong. And last but not least, welcoming in healthy joints, healthy movement. Beautiful. And bend your legs, bring your knees into your chest, and then rolling to one side, coming into a little fetal position here. Gently pressing yourself up to a comfy seated position here. Inhale, arms up. Palms together, bringing the thumbs to the third eye. May we see clearly and trust our intuition. Bringing the thumbs to the lips. May we speak words of kindness and truth. And finally, bringing the hands to the heart. May we act with love and compassion towards ourselves and others. Namaste. Good job today. You killed it. This was a hard one. So if you're interested in learning more about how to protect your joints, how to really get that strong, full body strength and stability and support for all your joints and for your movement, to really make sure that you know all of the healthy movement alignment things that you need to be doing to take care of your body in the long run, that's exactly what my program, Yoga for Dance Academy, is all about. It's a 90-day high level of coaching, one-on-one support, group support. It's a mentorship for dancers wanting to up-level their health, their dance technique, their confidence, and their body's longevity through the mental, physical, and emotional teachings of yoga. So this is always a small group of driven, powerful, badass dancers all coming together to learn how to better take care of themselves for the long run of their career. And this is my special signature program. It is my baby, and I would love to have you in it and to share it with you. So if you want more info on that, how you can take your Yoga for Dancers training to the next level, go ahead and check it out in the comments. I will put a link for you. And if you want to connect more, I would love to meet you. Ask me any questions. I would love to hear your story, hear how your dance journey is going. Find me on Instagram. Let's connect, and I will see you in the next class, my love. Mwah. Have a beautiful rest of your day.